welcome to the Tone Jerks NAMM recap day number 3.
Yeah.
We got a full house today. We got who's we'll go around the room.
This is Kyle McIntyre.
This is Sean Arbow from Gunstreet Wiring Shop.
Yeah.
This is Johnny Ray from No Shop at All.
This is Brian Rash-Zeigler from me.
Yeah, you're like shit.
From my mom.
From my mother. My mother gave birth to me.
From my mother. And I'm Brian Gower. So
welcome,
we
Brian.
are going to
Brian.
recap Saturday. That's Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Sábado.
So.
Yeah.
In
Day number 3 for everybody. We'll go around the room, say some of our highlights. If you have any lowlights, some things that you saw. Kyle, how was your NAMM
It was cool.
Saturday?
Started early. Got in before everyone else. Took Mr. Rash-Zeigler.
Hello.
We got in there and took some picture stuff.
Yes, we did.
To go get his badge and everything.
Yeah, we got the badge, and then we headed in and we took pictures of like booths that we went to yesterday and that were packed, and this we could spend more time with things.
And he brought his camera so he could take.
It was cool.
Like legit
Yeah,
instead of just
good-
iPhone pictures.
Yeah,
we got good shots.
they are amazing. If
Yeah.
I'm not the one pulling the trigger, but man, they are really good.
He's saying they're amazing because he's in everything.
Yeah. I made sure Kyle's pretty face was in every single picture.
And it was cool because because we have the media, we were able to get in.
Yeah,
before
we're able to get in
Yeah.
early. I
Before
may
opening.
try that tomorrow. But
Yeah, maybe.
So I got to take off and take a plane,
fly
fly to
home.
Minnesota, but we'll see.
Yeah. Oh,
With the
Minnesota.
Yeah, I think
Allegedly.
probably
And a
I didn't
computer.
ask.
Well, they might not have traffic controllers, but the plane will probably still
Yeah.
be in the air. Don't worry.
We'll guide it from the ground.
What do you gotta know about it?
You'll hit a mountain, maybe. I looked at how many miles I walked today. I walked 8 miles. 17,000 steps.
You walk a lot.
Shit. Yeah, and so we went to like halls that we didn't go to like yesterday, which is kind of cool. Different vibe in like the microphone, like the audio sections, pro audio sections. Just like the drum room sucks dick.
Yeah.
They have their own vibes,
Yeah.
That one sucks. These ones are like chill. It feels like a cocktail room you're walking in.
Yeah, a lot.
But-
The booths over there are like, the pro audio and
Yeah.
recording stuff is like.
It was like way more organized.
I feel like I should be wearing
It
a
was like-
suit going through there.
Yeah.
You
Because
could,
everything's
yeah.
Wear
it was
like
cool.
your blazer, like with your
Yeah.
like
I've
a
seen
button-down
a couple
shirt,
people
no
with
tie
blazers.
though.
so
You're at a corporate event.
you're kind of
Casual.
cool.
Business
Yeah.
casual.
You're business casual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went to. I just had it in my head that one place with the light theremin. What's that?
Oh, yeah, Electro-Faustus.
Yeah, Electro-Faustus. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool. Messing around with some of those pedals. They just have a different way of looking at circuits, I think. Mm-hmm. Which I think.
Sideways.
Yeah. Like you have Fuzz Roches, which we went to yesterday. He has a completely different way of looking at things too, which is cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of gets back into that thing from yesterday about the whole, how can you recognize a brand from the sound of its stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Electro-Faustus, they kind of have their own.
Yeah,
vibe.
they got a kind of a weird thing going on. They're definitely an outside the box pedal company, and they have been since they started, like 7-8 years ago or something.
And then
you were talking to him about that drum thing, the drum box. Or...
So back before Reverb.com came around, a lot of these builders sold on Etsy.com.
Okay, yeah.
A lot of them, and I followed a ton of those builders back then, and I have pedals that bought from Etsy way back, including that drum thing, which is it's a metal enclosure, like a Hammond metal enclosure with probably a piezo inside, and so you just hit the box, and it's it's amplified percussion.
That's cool.
It is pretty cool because you think about the ramifications of that, running it through all kinds of effects. That's really cool.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
There probably is a spring or something in there.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I gave them to Tim and somebody,
That's
Xander,
cool.
so I could ask.
And he
back.
still makes them, right?
Yeah.
And then Red Panda, that was cool. We saw,
Nick Reinhardt.
yeah, Nick Reinhardt. It was cool. He was doing some weird looping shit, like percussion on the strings, and then going back over and like adding these like really weird shrill like notes over it. It's kind of cool.
And then you got one of those Death by Audio, was it?
Yeah.
His
got,
business cards. What's
business
his,
Oh
card,
yeah, they're dope.
I'll probably build that.
which is a fuzz pedal, but it's a business card too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'll see if I can make it a fuzz pedal and then
Like
go,
a circuit board that
I don't
you-
want
yeah.
a fuzz. I don't want this to be a fuzz anymore. Let me adopt it into something else.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. Cool idea.
We'll see
Yeah,
how
I
that
might
goes.
have you make me one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have the board. And
I-
I just need to.
I have the parts. I think I just need to get the IC chip that. What was it again, Sean?
It was like the. Oh, I already lost it.
LM386 or something?
386, yeah, or 306.
Oh, that's the rat one.
No, it's 308.
Oh,
It's just I think 386 or something. Anyways, yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah.
I think I have everything except for that. So
Yeah, it'd be a fun little build.
stole a bunch of Moore buttons. So
The candy buttons.
yeah,
steal them. They had 'em
They
out
gave
for
'em out.
taking.
I mean, I'm probably gonna grab more tomorrow morning.
Just
They're
because
gonna
your
put
hands
'em
are too
out.
big.
I'm gonna be the only guy on the floor. I'm just gonna do like walk by and grab the
Sweep.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Sweep them up,
Just-
brush them in your shirt, walk away.
That's your
Thank you.
only thing
Hey,
you
what's
do.
that?
Yeah.
What's that over there? You just run.
A lot of beer today, but yeah, I'm still awake.
Yeah. It's good. What about you, Sean? I guess we started off with the Flippin Flippers. The pancake
Yeah, we
breakers.
started the Flippin Flippers, the charity event. That was fun. It's always cool to see everyone, especially when you like talk to everyone online and you see them in
Yeah,
person.
there was like tons of people there.
Oh, a ton. Yeah. And then I ended up hanging out in the basement and see all the fun, interesting companies where you're like, there's like half the companies are legit and half the companies are like, oh, that's really cool. Like there's that guy you guys were looking at yesterday with the pedals, and he was getting you were
Lamp
getting into
Electric.
the bass.
Yeah.
Lamp
Yeah,
Electric.
that was a cool one. But then you get on the other side where it's all the Chinese companies, and you're like, is that legal? Like,
All these rip-offs.
I'm like, wait, is that the actual chips in factory?
Yeah. They're selling the fake Gibsons down there. It's like, yeah, you come to us. We'll do
Yeah.
all your fake Fenders and fake Gibsons.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
But that was it. I asked everyone what they do during NAMM. So everyone's like, yeah, you want to do the first couple days, you want to get and see as much as you can. And then like today and tomorrow, it's just like a zoo. So that's what I ended up just
and
seeing
it was
as much.
definitely like, yeah, a bigger day. Because I think Saturday, because everybody's coming from work, they have the day off. And then they're like, oh, I'm going to go. And that's it. Yep. Definitely a lot of people everywhere.
And then I try to find some of the like, stuff where like, because you look at everything, but you still miss it.
Yeah.
So I try to find those like weird ones. I still found the cool. I haven't showed you guys that one, but the dragon guitar.
Oh,
It
that's-
is. It's like a body of just like a generic body, but someone like did the hand. Like I can imagine on like a side of a van. Of
Oh,
like
like
a
airbrush
With a
or
bubble
something.
window
yeah,
and
yeah, a wizard fighting a dragon. I was like, that's the best guitar. And then there's another one that's like a dragon scale.
It's the best to like go at it of like, okay, see a few things on Saturday because you know it's gonna take forever to get there and there's gonna be tons of people there. But yeah, no, that's cool. What about Johnny? Besides,
I just had this thought. There's you walk by some of the booths and you're not into what they're doing at all.
Uh-huh.
But it's like a black hole kind of deal where you're trying to pull away from them, but their gravity is strong, trying to talk to you and pull you in.
well, they're yeah, no, especially downstairs because like some of them have cool ideas. Like Barefoot Buttons is down there, and they're selling metal covers for your pedals. I'm like, it's an accessory to a pedal, and I'm like, but that's a great idea. That totally has caught on. But then there's this one. I'm like,
Yeah, there's one specifically. You guys all
Disclaimer,
know
not
which one
mentioning
I'm
any
talking.
names.
it's like
He listens.
really fancy straps.
Oh yeah.
And they're cool, and I think like when you go super crazy with your straps and you make
guitar straps. Yeah, keep going.
guitar straps, and like you make them like I don't know, it's like not
Do they
to
light up or?
yeah.
because that would be really cool if they did.
It's a
I
cool,
mean, I'm spitballing here.
it's a cool idea.
It's a good
There's
idea,
some cool
right?
ideas, but I don't know if that one's
I
gonna
think
take
I'm gonna
off.
make a strap that lights up
It has like LEDs in it.
and they blink. Yeah. And you
But
can make
Those
it
dudes
colors.
were very nice. That's
Super
the
nice,
thing.
and the
That's
thing
what
is,
I'm
it's
saying.
not a project. It's not like something for me.
Like what my guitar rig needs is something else to maintain and
Well,
put a
yeah.
battery in.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, like oh man,
So
You
I
could
want
get a
all my
battery
tone
pack.
is gone. My
Get a battery
my
pack.
battery's dead.
and he.
Get
Yeah,
a recharger pack and wear that and plug it in.
like he showed something that he wasn't like he was opening up his case to show off the strap that he had on his bass, but his case that he's designing is more. I thought it was an eye catcher because he's putting LEDs that light up when you open it.
That's
Well,
right.
that's smart.
That yeah,
Well,
that
I'm
was
like,
a cool
that's smart.
impression.
We're all,
Yeah.
like, wait, what?
And I'm like, and I was looking, I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
And that's why I'm
where's-
saying,
I'm like,
you
where-
know,
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's why I was talking about that, is because, you know, they were such nice guys, you know, and you could tell they put a lot of hard work into it. And their product wasn't bad, just not something I'm interested in at all.
Somebody is,
Then
you know?
they put
Yeah.
ultraviolet LEDs in there, so you can see all the sweat and the blood
Yeah.
when you pull it open. You're like, oh yeah.
That's what, yeah.
Yeah,
I actually would be
clean this
interested in that.
bastard.
There's like gimmicky bands that would love that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, like especially like dancey kind of dance rock bands.
You could put
stuff
like
that.
an American flag on there and
Oh,
like
of
the red,
course.
white, and blue
Or
LEDs.
America.
Yeah, or if you do like a like maybe an '80s cover band or something like that, and you're playing like
Yeah,
that
there's
kinda,
people out there
there
for
are
it.
people there
Yeah,
for it.
it's
so.
just, you know, it's like a black hole.
But they
because
definitely
they're super
catch
nice
you.
guys, and you want to engage because they're
if you
really
make
nice.
eye contact, they're gonna be like,
But we can all agree it's
Right.
bullshit, right? But you guys say, that's a great idea, but you know, it sucks. You know, I wouldn't be caught dead with it.
Yeah,
Oh,
somebody
geez.
likes it, which is not me. So I don't know.
But
What
anyways,
did I do
today, Johnny.
Yes, for that aside. Well, the pancake thing was cool. Boned up on some carbs and some butter and some syrup.
Sugar, yeah.
Yeah, I even got a third pancake just before we left because I was going, nope, I need this. That was cool. Our
Uber driver.
Okay, so speaking of people who are just super nice and you want to engage, but it's like, oh gosh, okay, well, okay, cool, let's do this. Our Uber driver she was a sweetheart, but man,
And she loved to talk.
Yeah,
And
she
she's
did.
like, where are you from? And then she's like, when she got to Sean, she was like, picking him up. She's like, oh, where are you from? Oh, you from Oregon? Oh, man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
going-
Sorry.
Yeah, she just didn't know what to say,
And
but she said stuff anyway.
Yeah,
Man, Oregon sucks. But it's cool that you live there.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's probably nice.
like the conversation jumped so much. I think you were talking about like what, like
Cougars.
yeah, cougars,
like
and,
mountain lions.
mountain lions, and
Animal.
stuff like that. And like
Right.
you guys
The
had to like.
wild, untamed.
Somebody had shot one, and then she's like, "Oh
cougar.
man!" And then she talks, and it's like, I'm like, "This is like a 7-minute car ride," but I'm like, I know so much about this woman,
Right.
she would
Yeah.
not-
We're basically like inducted into her family after the car ride.
yeah.
Oh my lord.
Talking about
So
her
that was the
kids.
start
Does
of
she
our
send you
day.
birthday cards and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got my address and my birthday.
Yeah.
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 We all,
I get.
we all need nice people in our lives, you
Yeah,
know.
so that's fun. A lot of cool people.
Well, then what would we do? I mean,
Man, Johnny's day sucked.
no, my day was good.
No, you
Let's cut him off.
you had your
But
friend
yeah, that new
anyways,
strap you got
a
is
travel
dope.
guitar. You,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I
you-
gotta
you,
talk
like,
about this.
Random
So-
friend there that you didn't
Yeah,
know was
I
gonna
was
be there?
trailing behind you guys when I think you were going over to Ampeg, which is all the way over in the other hotel. And I saw a dude that I grew up with, and I went, "Hey, dude!" And then another dude I grew up with's cousin was the sales rep for the Traveler guitar.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, come with me." And we went into this little box, a nondescript door led into this little box that was a secret little, I want to say like a Me Too box.
You're like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I went, "Oh my God, what are we doing?" And then he starts pulling out liquor. He goes, "Let's do shots." Okay,
This
all
is how
right.
I get through my day.
Yeah.
here,
Yeah,
man.
okay,
And
cool.
you were saying like, I don't do shots, but you're like, you're not gonna be like,
No, because at first I
You
did
know, the
say no
cultural
thanks.
implications of saying no. You
I
don't
did
wanna
say
do
no
that.
thanks at first, and then I went, "Wait, where are my manners?" Yeah, okay.
and then you're like, oh,
Yeah, so we were doing
like,
shots in a secret little compartment.
What were you
at a-
drinking? Whiskey,
bourbon.
probably. Okay.
Bourbon. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a bottle that had red stuff dripping down the side.
Yeah,
Maker's
Maker's Mark.
Mark.
Is that a bourbon?
Yes.
All right, there you go.
So you got it right.
Straight.
Yep. Hey, you guys are all pros. I'm not. So that was cool, and we checked out Nick Reinhardt, and he basically did the same thing that he did several other times throughout the weekend.
Yeah.
But it was
just with
cool.
different pedals, right?
Different pedals because he was at Red Panda.
So he used that DL4.
He always uses that. Yeah. Keeley, the first day we saw him, he did something, and then Earthquaker, we couldn't really hear him, so we walked away. That was
Yeah,
yesterday.
that was kind of a bummer.
Yeah, and then he did relatively the same thing. I talked to him a little bit beforehand, and he said, "I really have no idea what I'm going to do." And I said, "Well, okay, so just do what you do." And he did. He looped some stuff, did some crazy sounds, and about 3 minutes in, we went, "Okay, I heard that," and we started looking at the Electro-Faustus next door. And
Yeah.
it was good. Yeah, it was a good day. Definitely had to step out and sit down a little bit because 3 days on the floor, my dogs are barking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Brian? It was your
Well,
first time coming to
This is
NAMM.
my first time at NAMM.
Aww.
It was so cute. But it was cool because we got to get there early, which Kyle touched on. We got there around 8:30. Got right in, got right on the floor. People were still kind of setting up a little bit.
Vacuuming, sweeping.
Vacuuming on
That's
the
cool.
way. But no, it was fun. It's kind of blurry, you know. Kyle was pointing out different products and stuff you guys wanted pictures of, and
Yeah, to go back to like
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I
some of
kind
our
of just
friends.
walked through like my first
Yeah.
day yesterday.
Pretty
like
much.
like Jennings, Copper Sound,
which
to
is
get some of
good
those.
because
exactly.
we were able to just get the shots we wanted without having it to go around people and get in anybody's way who's trying to like look at the products. But
You brought your legit camera. What
yeah,
kind of camera
I
is
bought
it?
the Canon 6D Mark II.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a good one.
Yeah,
And
it's
then-
pretty good.
But like you brought like a bunch of different lenses and stuff like that too, right?
And
For-
then yeah, I had I had a few lenses.
Is
I
it a
had
DSL?
Yeah, DSLR. Yeah. But yeah, I had a 60 millimeter macro lens for a lot of close up stuff.
Yeah, dang.
And then I
That
had,
was those were awesome.
yeah,
came
they
out,
come out pretty
like,
good.
yeah.
Those are gorgeous. Like the what do they call it? Bokeh? Bokeh
Yeah,
style?
it kind of gets some little bokeh lights in the background, all the blurred stuff. So, yeah, and then we did, I had a few lenses I threw on. But, yeah, it was just fun. We got to just go around the drum room. Even being a drummer, it is annoying when everybody's there. At first, you walk through like, oh, it's cool. All the drum was quiet. We would get to, like, see the drums. It was cool. And then next thing you know, like an hour or two later, everybody shows up, and it sounds
it's like bang bang
a
bang.
hurricane of noise, and we're like, and I'm like, even as a drummer, I'm like, this is just stupid. Like,
Storms are coming.
like yeah, it's definitely like that.
The
Winter's
shipbarometer's
near.
dropping. Yeah.
But it was fun. I was kind of disappointed in the Akai booth. We looked for the Akai booth for like because we didn't have a map, so it's our fault. But it was like 20 minutes. We're looking around, realized we passed it 3 times.
We just assumed like it was
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh yeah, it'll be next to Roland, it'll
Or
be next to
somewhere,
Pioneer,
yeah,
like kind of
where
like some of the
keyboards and stuff.
DJ stuff.
So it's like in this obscure room, which is cool. But there's like a little table.
It was right next to like it was across from Marshall.
Yeah.
and like
in a
Did
cut.
you go look at that amp, by the way?
yeah, I did.
All right, cool. Take a picture
So-
of it. Did you get a picture of it?
I don't think
No.
so.
Oh,
He didn't take me in that room.
But
Aw,
yeah, it was.
Brian.
Aw.
I think it was one of the first things I went and
Oh,
saw
yeah.
was
Nice.
Marshall. I wanted to check out that JCM 900 20 watt made in UK
That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
mini head. I'm like, that's we talked about it on like NAMM predictions. Like that's what Marshall needs to do. So they
They
did
not
it.
not that they did it because of us, but
No,
I'm
they
like,
probably did.
yeah,
We had it like
Yeah, don't
what,
sell
a month
yourself
ago.
short.
They probably whipped out a couple thousand of those
Yeah.
already.
But I think that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I'm like, it's not like a cheap amp, and I think that's kind of what people don't want is like, a cheap, Far Eastern made Marshall. They want like the handmade one. I'm like, okay, they kind of did that with Class 5 a couple years ago, and like people liked them. They're good for like home and recording and stuff like that, but you can't really gig out with one of those if you want like to do the high gain stuff. And so Marshall now have the JCM 800, like the Plexi, and I think they have the Silver Jubilee one. So they had the Silver Jubilee a couple years ago, but now they actually have these ranges, and now like the 2x12, like kind of like the vertical 2x12 cabs, so similar to Orange and like Mesa Boogie have been doing. So like they're kind of like a little bit behind, but I'm like, I think that's cool. It's like, people who are gigging in clubs, you don't need really more than 15, 20 watts.
Yeah.
And they're doing it. So
Legit clubs.
Yeah.
Some clubs you need more.
yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, and then we did go to
saw
some
that
of the,
guitar dude. He was cool.
some of the bigger ones. Oh yeah. I saw Sithu Aye. He played at Dunlop. I think we originally went to Mayonnaise. He was there, but it was only like 8 people had headphones and could hear what he was playing.
It was so weird.
I'm like, then why
That's
are
dumb.
It was
I didn't
awkward.
I
understand
get
that.
why they do that because
Noise.
they can't turn up and blow everyone out of the water. I
Yeah.
guess.
No, I didn't understand why were we at a booth for mayonnaise.
Oh, yeah, there was some mayonnaise. I still don't get that.
I was hungry for a sandwich.
sandwich?
Jeez Louise.
Like, well, I'm ready for a turkey club, bro.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So,
BLT.
but I saw on his Instagram, he's like, well, I'm also going to be at Dunlop, and I'm like, I knew at Dunlop they had like a little stage with like speakers, and I'm like, okay, he'll actually play. So he played 3 songs, and
That's cool.
yeah, he's.
I mean, I imagine it's cool. I wasn't there.
Watching him play, I'm like, because I've listened to his songs and I know him, and he played 3 that I was familiar with. I'm like, he does like this weird stuff that I assumed was with a pedal. He only used, all Dunlops. He usually plays like with the Fractal, but he was able to get his sound from the Horizon Devices preamp and the carbon copy delay.
Carbon copy.
That was his, was his tone going through like a
Thinking about that one.
yeah, and it sounded great. He's was able to do like anyway. So some of those things that he does is like this trill thing. I thought it was like a plugin or like some like drop tune because he does like and he does like this warble, like it goes like dips down, and what he does is he plays his trem bar. So like think of like a Floyd Rose trem, but he's playing and with his pinky he just flicks the whammy bar, so it goes.
What?
So it goes.
Oh yeah,
it goes.
It was gnarly.
I'm like, shit.
That's
He was doing some gnarly shit with the I call it the whammy bar because that's like my '90s era. But
yeah.
Like he was like that. He was utilizing it very slickly. Like he would,
Tactfully.
he would like do that. He would brush it, make like a little.
Yeah, he kind of just like playing and
then
flicking
he'd
that.
like stretch it, and then he'd like use his fingers at the same time, getting like all kinds of stretchy kind of noise. It was kind of cool, man. Like,
Yeah,
dude was ripping too.
Yeah, it's funny. And then
You
like,
talk to him?
No, it was like
God
I'm like
damn it.
gonna let him do his thing.
No, Brian got a little awkward after. He's like, "Oh, would you just go?"
I know
like-
how he is.
because I was like-
he did have a little fan base though in the front. They were.
I was
all
like, oh, I took some pictures, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not gonna be like the guy.
people were like all over him.
Let's see. Met up with Brad from Bestronics, some BTPA. I've been talking to him for a little while.
Yeah.
And, like, he's cool. I mean, like, just like he's been bouncing around, and like I met him at the Wampler booth, and
Womp, womp, womp.
he built the boards for Wampler and kind of like the ins and outs, and like kind of set it up and like power supplies, mounting, and stuff like that. So
Just have like the I don't know, the
Yeah.
patch panel or whatever.
it's really to make the patch panels on the side, so it's like for
And those boards are huge.
I think
They're custom pedal trains.
They were like 7 feet wide.
they're the Terra 42s, and then like
man.
they have two power supplies underneath.
They call
them.
it 42 because that's 7 feet.
They are talking about, like, I was talking to him, and he was saying how some people are gonna hit him up to like, oh, can you weld these two of those boards together to make one big one?
Oh, dang.
And like people actually want to get two of those, the 42-inch boards, and make one big pedal train board. And he's like, yeah, I think we're
Okay,
gonna
so
start doing
42 plus 42 is 84.
Yeah.
That's 8 feet. That's 7 feet. That is 7 feet. Whoa,
And
math.
I'm like, man. So
Math.
like it was cool just checking in with him, and
Aliens.
he's like a fan of, he's like, oh, that people like that are listening to the show, and he's like, oh, I want your sticker for the shop, and he's like
He's a nice dude.
talking about like, oh, we're building boards for like Disturbed and stuff like that, and I'm like,
Sick.
oh, dang. He's like, I mean, not my favorite band, but I'm like, they're a big act, and the fact that like he's like, oh, that's their job, and they're doing stuff, and it's like they're friends with Sinusoid too, and so he's like kind of going back and forth that like people are like in the community, they're friends, they're like not competition, like cable, like Sinusoid and cable builders and like rig, makers like Bestronics. So that was cool. I think
It was
Anything else?
definitely a successful day.
I played guitar.
Oh yeah, he was
Yeah, he did. Right
Speaking
after
of,
the shot.
speaking of Bestronics,
Right after the
at
shots.
Wampler.
yeah.
Yeah, after my shots. Yeah. I'm a good guitar
I
Yeah,
player.
we were dialing in your sound. It was toy.
Yeah.
It was sorry. I couldn't
Brian
hear it,
Rash
but it
was
was
helping
toy.
me.
toy like a toiger.
But
I
do
couldn't hear
The
anything.
12 string.
Yeah.
No, I enjoyed just like this is over yesterday and today, just meeting up with people that like you talk to online and you have a good relationship, and then just meeting them. Like we ran into Leon from Pelican Noise Works.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, Justin. It's
Yeah,
cool. We saw him yesterday, but we actually got to like talk and hang out a little bit. And Blake too. It's cool.
Yeah, and we dived a little bit more in that, like the Stomp Box, like, exhibit,
Yeah.
like where they have like the smaller builders.
The
And-
deli.
Yeah, the nose pedals. Like I'm like, oh, nose
Oh.
and
Wilson.
Yeah.
I liked. He's got a prototype he's working on. Man, that thing was awesome. It was like a distortion one with a bunch of different clipping diodes, or clipping options. I don't know what. They're probably just separate circuits.
Mhm.
But man, it was really cool. He doesn't have a name for it yet.
And then you played Mythos, like
Yeah,
finally.
Mythos.
That's like one you've
That
been,
was cool.
You were on that for a while.
I know. I went and played every single one on the board. So I was like,
I
probably
think-
not going to get an opportunity.
yeah, because the closest like they had like they're
The close one's like in
LA,
LA, which
yeah,
is
that's
still
what
farther
it was.
north than here.
yeah,
I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I'm not
finally-
going to make a day out of it and go.
just try out.
I
pedal
could,
pedal.
but
yeah,
better things to do. But I played that. Was it the Ghostbusters one? The
Positron.
It looks like, yeah, one of
emitter,
their-
or was it Positron?
Positron emitter or something.
Yeah, something to
It's,
that effect.
It's a fuzz.
It's a fuzz,
Like,
yeah.
pretty-
It's interesting. It's cool. It has just a different feel than other fuzzes, but I mean, I'm still not a fuzz guy, but that would be cool to have on your board. Was it the Chupacabra was cool?
Mhm.
And I actually like the Mjolnir a lot.
Yeah, that's like kind of
It's-
their clone.
It's the clone.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know who
Mjolnir is Thor's hammer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Mjolnir is.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
That's why I'm here, folks.
Yep. You can leave.
This is what I do.
look
Yeah.
like a Viking.
Well, it's cool. They
Yeah,
have
you actually are a Viking.
Yeah.
the golden fleece is a fuzz. It's like a one knob fuzz. And that was cool too.
That's not Norse though.
No, it's not. It's mythological though.
Yep.
It's from
Good show on Netflix.
yep.
was it
It's
Jason and the Argonauts?
Check it out.
Yep, that is.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. I mean, anything else?
It was a fun day.
I like Mojo
Feet
Hand
hurt.
FX.
Yeah,
Mojo
no,
Hand
that-
FX, yeah. It was great. Super informational. You can find out a lot about their pedals. Just talk to them.
Yeah, the sales, whoever that rep was super nice.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's it.
And that's it.
I think we'll do maybe one more. We might do like a shorter day tomorrow and see if there's anything that we can do for a recap episode. But I think so far, 3's good.
Yeah.
Day number 3
All right.
in the books.